Chapter 8. The crowning of the king, the return of the Pope, and the global peace. With war concluded, the death strip established, the Eastern armies annihilated, nature's judgment fulfilled, and the spiritual resurrection of Russia complete, Alois Irlmaier foresaw the final act of this terrifying world drama, the crowning of a divinely chosen ruler, the return of a sanctified Pope, and the beginning of a new global era of peace, justice, and divine order. This chapter is not a symbolic utopia. It is a literal sequence of events involving real figures, a king and a pope, and the physical restoration of Europe and the world under a new Christian order. The survivors, few in number, now face the rebuilding of humanity. 1. The thin old man, a divinely appointed king, emerges. Irlmaier saw a man rise in the aftermath of devastation, an old man, thin, modest, and of simple appearance. This man is not a war hero, a general, or a politician. He wears Bavarian folk clothing, including lederhosen, and speaks like a common man. But the people recognize in him something sacred. He is not one of the great ones, but he is devout and full of faith. The people love him and they follow him. This man is taken to Cologne, where the surviving pope crowns him king. He is given authority over a new Europe, not as a dictator, but as a servant leader, whose mission is not conquest, but moral restoration. Irlmaier says this king will re-establish law, order, justice, and faith, and the people will gladly submit to his leadership because he does not rule through fear, but through piety, humility, and sincerity. 2. The return of the Pope. After his escape from Italy during the revolutions and the 3 days of darkness, the Pope returns to Rome when the meadows bloom again, a literal reference to springtime. He does not return in triumph, but in sorrow. He mourns the priests murdered, the churches desecrated, the martyrs forgotten. But his presence becomes a sign of spiritual legitimacy. Irlmaier saw this pope as a true successor of Peter, not a political man, but a holy one, chosen not by conclave power brokers, but by the will of God. In Cologne, the pope crowns not one, but 3 kings: a Hungarian king, an Austrian king, and a Bavarian king, the old man with white hair. Whether these are 3 men or 1 man with 3 crowns is not clear. But their joint coronation symbolizes the restoration of a Christian monarchy in Central Europe. The Pope then leads a great public thanksgiving, including a singing of the Te Deum as the world begins to heal. 3. The renewal of society and faith.